What's up, everybody? It is your boy Mug the Dude here, and we're back with some Hero Colosseum, obviously. Now, today, guys, shout out to Crazy YouTuber, because he did ask me to do a team build for the Pride of the Warrior race VEGETA, SR VEGETA, who is still an SR, but he is still actually one of the best figures, in my opinion. One of the best figures. He's probably my favorite SR in the game, simply due to the fact his posing skill is amazing. He hits decently hard. He is fast with his speed. His defense is a little low for the attack version, but I do have him level 9 out of 9. If he figure breaks, I hope he figure limit breaks, because the man is a beast, and you're about to understand why. If you do, well, you understand what this man can do to teams and stuff like that. But number 210 SR VEGETA, level max 60, HP is 4020, attack is 4840, defense is 840, and speed is 3200. That speed and attack is insane, but ultimate attack is Final Flash, posing skill is Pride of a Warrior, race plays on trigger square for plus 1000 to own speed, and minus 1000 attack to all opponents on the field, stacks during that turn only. That is just probably the best SR posing skill in the game, almost. Like, type me in the comment section. I don't know why I said type me. Comment down in the comment section below what you think the best SR in the game is. Lord Slug is going to be an answer, because why would you not use Lord Slug? He lowers defense and speed by 20%, but he gets that plus 1000 speed, so he's going to have 4000. He's going to have 4200 speed, and he's lowering everybody's attack by 1000. That is a substantial decrease, but one thing I do notice is he has low defense, but the way he's built, you could really just run a fast team that just hits super hard. You could run a defensive team. You could run two ways. So I'm going to show you the defensive team first, but I'm probably going to use the offensive team when it comes to the team build, because that's what I plan on doing with these videos. I plan on doing a team build, and then I'm not just going to build a team for him. I'm going to build a team for him, and then the next video I will be doing where I actually use the team. And if I decide what I want to do, I might have last-second changes where I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to use that, or like I should, but I'm definitely going to. What mic am I? Okay, I'm using the right mic. Making sure I was using the right mic and I wasn't using something else. So, guys, here we go. His trigger squares are top left and bottom middle, which gives you a very good amount of options. You could run top. Oh, I'm doing the defense first. So here's the defensive setup. You could run that. And then you could run, where's the Vados? Let's do the higher defense one, because that makes sense. So, here we go. You have the Piccolo in the middle, giving the Master that 5000 defense. He's getting 350 defense per turn. He is lowering their attack by 1000, and she's lowering it by another 30%. She literally is cutting their defenses. Like, both of them are cutting their defenses like insane. So, let's use him. Let's use someone else with like a decent attack stat as an example, so I can really. Alright, so basically Cell has 6000 attack. I'm just going to give him 6000 because I'm going to give him that extra 90, because why the heck not, guys? But 30% of that is 2000. Boom, right off the bat. He now has 4000. Another one, 1000 right off the bat after that. He's going to lose another 1000, which means he's going to only be down to 3000 attack. That is like, you're cutting it in half, which is insane, which means nobody is ever getting damage done to them with this setup. But where's the Piccolo? There's the Piccolo. I'm going to actually use this one simply due to the fact that high defense and his attack is just 500 attack is all-rounder. I'll use that one because for the tankiness, he hits pretty hard with that 4840 attack. But as you know, the Vados is plays on a trigger square for minus 30% to all attack to all opponents on the field, stacks during that turn only. Top rate is your trigger square. Guys, by the way, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend as always. But the Piccolo, you know what he does. Place on a trigger square for plus 350 to own defense repeatable, and plus 5000 to your master's defense, stacks during that turn only. Now, this is a rotation in itself, so keep that in mind. Boom, boom, boom. You could run the Rose, and then you have a setup where I literally have done a video on this, because this setup was actually pretty decent. Ignore 01 skills on these two, but put him in the top left, and then you could put him in the bottom middle, and her in the top right. You could put him in the top middle, him in the bottom middle, and then her top right, and you are probably having a decent tankiness, because he has 1800 defense. That is a decent amount. Now, if I gave him stuff that raises his defense, he'd have over 2000 defense. He'd be tanking most attacks in the game. He still is tanking a decent amount. Like, he's tanking from you. He's tanking from you. But here we go. He gains plus. I'm going to just go ahead and go over him, because you all know what he does, because he's been in this game long enough, and he's a decent, like an amazing figure. But the one drawback is he needs to get attack to really work at max potential. But apocalyptic power. Plays on a trigger score for plus 1500 to own attack. Minus mugs? No. Plus 1000 to own speed and plus 10% to own ultimate attack gauge at the end. Damage when attacked. Repeatable. Trigger squares at the top left and bottom middle. By the way, I am a little sick, guys, so if I sound a little congested and stuff, I'm feeling a little down in the dumps. But ultimate attack is Divine Lasso. Now, you could run these three, and it is an amazing setup. You could also run someone that just boosts speed or does something other than that. So, you could have, or someone that is just like a placeholder, that is just like kind of like a, you could run the Champa, if I'm being honest with you, to run attack boosting, because it seems not like have a lot of attack until Rose gets his stuff going. Or, I'm going to actually throw a Gogeta on there, because Gogeta's been on a lot of my teams. Like, he's on this team, he's on that team, he's on that team, he's not on that team, and he's on that team. Gogeta's on so many teams for me simply due to the fact that he is an amazing figure, and he gives himself such a selfish buff and damage mitigation for himself that he tanks and hits like 5,880 attack on a man that has such high defense, and he has a lot of HP. They made him actually pretty good and pretty broken, but basically, this is the defensive setup I would be going with, because he is able to now you're able to hide him. So put him in the back middle, put him in the top middle, and then you could put him in the bottom top left, and he's probably gonna get that minus 10% damage. Where's the Gogeta? Now, Rose is probably gonna get that minus 10% damage dealt by opponents, and then he's gonna get that 20%. Own damage taken, which is very, very, very good, guys. You're able to get Rose going. He's lowering their attack by 1,000, which is the big thing. He's gaining 1,000 speed, but he's also lowering attack by 1,000, which means everybody's hitting substantially less hard. You could run a Gogeta in the top middle, him bottom middle, her top right. Gogeta, you're gonna get this, because this is just not enough speed to even go first today in like a player match and stuff like that. So you could run him in the top middle, her top right, him bottom middle. He's going to be tanking, and he's going to be hitting hard because he does have 4,840 attack, which is a fair amount for an SR, considering he only has 1,000 attack less than Gogeta. More attack than you, and I know he has more attack than you, but he's just such an amazing figure, guys. So this is the defensive setup that I really would run with this team, but the offensive setup, guys, is just a completely different story. You can obliterate people when it comes to this figure. Like, it just plain and simple, destroy people. Now, you have a ton of options, obviously, with this team. You could run the Cell, who I was actually thinking about running, but I decided not to. You could actually, I'm going to show you an option with the Cell, because I like the Cell. Let's run the one with less speed. Do I have 1 skills on you? Do I have 1 skills on you? Oh, I do, because I use him in the Golden Frieza video. I will link that down in the description below, guys. But here we go. You have the Vegeta, bottom middle. He could go in the top middle. And then this is about 6,000 speed right here. How much is it? Yeah, it's going to be 6,000 speed. No, it's going to be 7,000 speed, because he is going to get that plus 1,000. So this is 7,000 speed here. Now, you could run somebody with a similar amount of speed to like a, where is he? A Godku right here. Boom. Right here is 10,000 speed. You're chilling. You don't have to worry about very much, because he's going to go bottom left. He could go top middle, and then he could go bottom middle. He can go top middle. Doesn't matter. He could go top left, and then he could go top right. Run a 3-lane setup if you're worried about your Master's HP. I actually wouldn't be that worried about my Master's HP, but one big thing is I want to get him attacked and get him below that 50% threshold, so he can get that 1.5 times the own attack, and then he's going to be hitting like hard, because he's going to have 9,000 attack, and he's going to be rampaging through every team, because he does get plus 500 speed. So I'm going to go over this Cell real quick, because I know a lot of people don't use Cell, but nowadays I've been seeing him come up a little bit more and more. But posing skill, the ultimate evolution. Plays on a trigger score for plus 500 own speed, repeatable, and place when own HP is 50% or less for 1.5 times own attack. Stacks during that turn only. Amazing. When a figure gains 500 speed, guys, that makes it a very good figure, because you're gaining such a high amount of speed for already a figure with 2,800 speed. But Place on a trigger score for plus 500 to own speed repeatable, and place when own HP is 50% or less for 1.5 times own attack stacks during that turn only. I think I just said that. I don't know why I repeated myself. But trigger squares, top, middle, and top right. And then the God Q is True Power of a God. Place on a trigger score for plus 700 to own attack, plus 160 to all attack to all allies, and plus 5% to own damage dealt. Bottom left and top middle is his trigger square. Now, I actually love the God Crew on this team because he does give everybody else that plus 160. So he's going to have 6,000 attack. And if you keep him on the field, he's going to give people attack buff. He's going to give himself that plus 700, which is absolutely stupid and broken. Like a figure that gains 700 attack and all he has to do is exist actually kind of triggers me because Rose gets a high attack, Omega gets a high attack, but Omega does lower attack by 300. That's why he's not even close to as good as God Q. Like, he gives everybody attack. He gives himself a percentage damage buff, which I absolutely love, guys. But to make this video a little shorter, let's just hop right into it. So this is actually really weird. I've never seen these three on a team, and I've never made put these three on a team. But you could put him anywhere on the field with the top middle or the top left, and then him top right and top middle. So you could run, actually, him in the middle with him behind him, and then him the bottom left, or literally the exact opposite, but on the right side. Him top right, him top middle, and then him bottom middle, and then that is about, how much speed is that? That's 3,000, 4,000. You're going to have about 11,000 speed and an insane amount of attack. Like, each one of them has over almost 5,000. He's going to have over 5,000 attack in the first turn because he gets that plus 700. And then he's going to have 500 attack because actually, no, everybody's going to have 5,000 attack. Yep, everybody's going to have 5,000 attack. Just realized that because he's going to be giving them plus 160 attack to all allies. So all of them are going to have 5,000 attack. All of them have an insane amount of speed, especially if he gets his attack below, HP below 1.5 times. Well, if he gets his HP below 50%, he gets that 1.5 times own speed. Sorry, guys, I'm feeling a little under the weather, and he gets that plus 500 speed. It becomes a nightmare for people. So now, basically, you can run somebody that you can count on to give you like a little bit more of a defensive setup. So I literally just put him on the defensive setup, but I literally, I say literally a lot, but he's been on so many teams because he's so good. But I'm going to actually do the opposite and put the VEGETA. And I don't want to put the higher speed one on because he does not have a lot of speed. And, I mean, he does have a lot of speed, but he doesn't have a lot of defense. He's 10 out of 10. What did I do with you? Why did I do that? Why did I spread out your stats? I'm actually hating myself right now. So, let's just go ahead and do this. Boom. Slap him on. Now you have a very, very good team because he is going to get, here we go. If you put him on the field, put him top left. Let's just go over his stuff, though, first. The strongest fees were place on a trigger score for plus 350 to own attack, defense, and speed repeatable, and plus 10% damage taken by all opponents if you go first, and then minus 10% damage dealt by all opponents if you go second. That's obviously very good. I don't have to explain why. Like, that is good. He's giving himself 350 to all stats, obviously, except HP. And then trigger squares are top left and bottom middle. His ultimate attack is Spirit Sword. I don't think I went over his, but Super Kamehameha. I'm kind of upset that they gave him Special Beam Cannon and not Perfect Kamehameha, but Special Beam Cannon, and then his is Final Flash, guys. But you could run him top left, him bottom middle, and then him top middle, and then he's going to be getting about 520 attack. Insane. He's going to be getting, because if you go first, chances are you're going to go first with the setup, but he's going to be getting a 15% damage buff, and then the next turn he's going to be getting a 20% damage buff, because he's going to be getting 5% first turn, 5% second turn, which is 10 already, and then another 10%, which is him, and it's only going to go up by 5s every time. And then, or you could run him bottom right, him top right, him bottom middle, because this team is going to survive because he is lowering attack by 1,000, guys. But overall, let's do one more figure just to slap him on. I'm liking this. I want a little more defense. I could run the Piccolo, obviously, for the obvious reasons. He is an amazing figure, and he does allow you to survive. Let's go with the... I'm going to actually throw... Where's Gold? I don't know if I want to throw Golden Freeze on. I don't know what that noise I just made was, guys. Sorry, I'm all over the place simply due to the fact that I've just been not feeling well all weekend. But let's throw on a Golden. Let's throw on Kid Buu, right? I don't know if I want to throw Kid Buu on. Actually, plus 500 to own speed and minus 170 to own defense. Nah, I don't want that. Nobody wants that, guys. But Hope you guys had a fantastic day. As always, where is the final piece of the puzzle? Let's throw on a Bardock. Now, this, you were just saying, Morgan, you need speed. Muggs, you need speed, but 1,120 speed, that's not that good. I'm going to go over it real quick. Entrusted Hope, place on a trigger score for plus 250 to own attack, and plus 170 to own defense repeatable, and minus 5% to damage taken by all allies and your master if your master's HP is 50% or less. That is fairly good. Top, bottom, middle, and then top right are his trigger squares. Saiyan Spirit is his ultimate attack, guys. But that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces, everybody.